to welcome you especially to another edition of Capital Sports, reaching you from the United Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja. And where else to be at this time, if not with the United Station, because we'll be telling you, so much about sports. And whichever one you are following or you're supporting, be rest assured that we'll be saying something. In that note, I want to say thank you for joining us. I am Abdullah Hajia, your host, and we'll be looking at so much, particularly our own darling Super Eagles, who are preparing to take on the Russian team in an international friendly. And I must tell you, I think if there is nothing at stake, the bragging rights of who wins is there. Not also forgetting other age grades, talking about the under 17, as well as what's happening locally, back at home. We'll be telling you so much about some of those highlights on Capital Sports. So let's go on a short break, and when we return, we'll be talking more.
Do you know the special code for Bet Niger on your phone?
Star 20778 hash. That's what's up. It's a special code.
No data, no problem. Play your game anywhere with the special code. Star 20778 hash.
Betting made easy for MTN users only. Bet responsibly, not for persons under the age of 18. Bet Niger, more than a bet.
All right, thank you for staying with us. And let's begin right away. Don't forget, it is a program that will always accommodate you as a viewer. And that's to say, we'll be opening the lines much later so that you'll be able to talk to us on some of the issues. We'll be telling you. Not also forgetting the Gateway Games that was just concluded, some days ago, and we know the winners and those that went there participated but didn't win. But we're all winners because we would have discovered talents. And our hearts will also go at the end of the day to those Kano athletes who lost their lives, which I think is a very sad one. May their souls rest in peace. Well, right away, we'll begin with Super Eagles. Who are warming up and intensifying their tactics, and all they know. The coach Eric Chelle is taking them, and we'll be hoping to see what happens tomorrow when they engage the Russian team. So let's see some of the clips of their training as we learn that they are in high spirit to take on. the Super Eagles, they're training ahead of their, international friendly with Russia, and I believe it's one game that I will be looking forward to seeing how, it spans out, especially under Eric Chelle this time around, taking on, a serious team like Russia, which I think they also have been good in their own right. Talking about European football, I think they've done not too badly, but not too winning most of those international competition. But I think they have a team too, and they also have a strong league that even some of our international players are, plying their trade there. So I think it's one encounter that we'll be looking, forward to. Well, we also want to share with you the moments of when the Super Falcons reignited or reiterated what they can do as far as the African continent top flight football is concerned. We saw how the Super Falcons defeated Cameroon 2-0 in also a warm-up game preparatory to the Women's Nations Cup. So let's also take a look at that report by our correspondent.
Maintained their dominance in Africa, dominating the indomitable Lionesses as football rivalry between the two African superpowers continues. The encounter serves as part of preparations for both teams in the build-up to the forthcoming African Women's Championship in Morocco. The 11 times African champions put up superlative performance and entertained the home fans at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena, dominating the match, which began with high intensity and relentless efforts from both sides. Consistent attacks from the Falcons in the early part of the match were met with resistance from the visitors, who made few incursions into the Falcons' 18-yard box. Falcons captain Rashidat Ajibade broke the deadlock when the referee pointed to the spot after she was hacked down. She coolly slotted the resultant spot kick to give Nigeria the lead. Rashidat completed a brace when she latched on to a beautiful pass from Nisola Babajide to give Nigeria a comfortable 2-0 lead heading into the halftime break. The second half was a ding-dong affair between both sides as they toyed to find the net, but the scoreline remained 2-0 till the final whistle. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun expressed satisfaction with the standard displayed by the two sides.
Both sides played very well. The Falcons were just a bit more superior to the Lionesses. Maybe it was not the Lionesses' day. But I believe that this is just a warm-up to the Women's Nations Cup, and we are very excited about the way it's gone. It's also a warm-up for other competitions that we'll be holding here.
The head coach of Super Falcons, Magudu Justin Puanidi, and the team captain, Rashidat Ajibade, speak on the performance of the team.
We all know games between Nigeria and Cameroon. On paper, they look friendly, but then we all know, there is always the prestige at stake, and everybody tries as much as possible to ensure that you don't disappoint your fellow countrymen. And by the result of today's match, I think we appreciate what the girls have done.
Right now in camp, the mood is positive. Of course, there are back and forth distractions, but we understand the responsibilities that is ahead of us, and as players, it's an honor to play for our national, for the nation. So we're positive, we're excited, looking forward to this tournament, and of course, giving our best as always. Thank you.
The Nigeria Super Falcons continue in the preparations as they seek the 12th title in the African Women Football Championship in Morocco. In Abeokuta, Lekan Agbonde, NTA News.
Well, the Super Falcons, 9-time African champions, I think just showed what they are capable of doing, even though a recent championships didn't favor them. But I think the Africa Women's Cup of Nations that is coming up is another stage to also go make another statement to say, yes, we're still in charge as far as the African women's football is concerned. And I think if you look across from the Super Falcons to the Falconets and other age grade women football, you realize Nigeria, I think, is a powerhouse, which they've not done badly. And from that, we also have seen the fixtures of the FIFA Women Under 17 World Cup, which I think Nigeria, have also found themselves in Group D, a group that I think is. What if they do well, they should be able to qualify. We remember our past exploits. We've won bronze before. We've gone past the group stage of the competition or group stages of the competition. So Canada, France, and Samoa should not be a stumbling block. Yes, even though we say there are no minnows in football, but I think we're African powerhouse as far as women football is concerned. So they should be able to, survive to qualify from, the group stage. Not forgetting also, this is the first time, the FIFA Women Under 17 has been expanded to accommodate 24 countries. We also have the fixtures of other teams, which I think is going to be an interesting one. So our team led by Coach Olowo Kere should be able to fine-tune, preparation, perfect their tactics and also prowess so that when they go out there to represent us in the FIFA Under 17 Women's World Cup, we should be able to this time around go beyond where we have been in previous editions to say, well, if we can't bring the gold, let's bring the silver. This time around, but I think we should be going in for the ultimate, which is the World Cup. And if we do that, I think history will not forget us, and also the entirety of the team and their managers in a hurry. So I think it's a good one. So we should be able to go beyond that. All right, let's go on another break. When we return, we'll be telling you more, and by then, we'll be opening the phone lines for you to be part of the conversation here.
Do you know the special code for Bet Niger on your phone?
Star 20778 hash, that's what's up, it's a special code.
No data, no problem. Play your game anywhere with the special code. Star 20778 hash.
Betting made easy for MTN users only. Bet responsibly, not for persons under the age of 18. Bet Niger, more than a bet.
All right, thank you for staying tuned with the program. It is Capital Sports reaching you from the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja. Well, we have a couple of issues. The Super Eagles are warming up. Super Falcons beating Cameroon in their preparation for the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. We also saw the fixtures, for our under-17 women's team ahead, of the World Cup. Now, let's open the phone lines to allow you come in and talk to us on some of these highlights and other ones that you think can help us grow as a nation, as a country, as FCT, if I must say, because we'll have the issue of the National Sports Festival. We'll also be looking at the performance of the FCT in the course of the program. So you can join us via the phone line on the screen, call us and talk to us on some of those issues you think are of concern to you. So before we begin to get the calls, I want to also let us know that we just saw recently of the election of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, the North Central election, which took place a couple of days ago. So I think we now have a new representative for the North Central at the AFN board. Okay, I think before we play that report, let's pick the first caller. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, talk to us. This Capital Sports.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, your name and where you're calling us from, sir.
Geoffrey from Abuja.
All right, Geoffrey from Abuja. Yes, what do you have to tell us? Do you want to talk about the Super Eagles, Super Falcons, or the under 17 girls? Which one?
I'm talking about the Super Eagles.
Okay.
You know, one of their person was talking down on Nigeria, but we are going to show them that we have come out a new deal.
All right. I hope it's not the Super Eagles that will disappoint you.
No, they will come up.
Okay.
They are going to come up because the system is using by introducing new people on the ground. So it is a new need for us to pick up new players.
Okay, well, I want to agree with you to an extent, but what about the other side of the argument where if you use new players and you don't win, you begin to blame the coach to say, why is he using boys that are inexperienced? You know, sometimes coaching Nigeria team is, I think, one of the most difficult job, but let's hope that it works out for him. We saw at the Unity Cup, yes, it favored us, we won the cup, and everyone is clapping for him because he injected, the home-based players and we got results. So let's hope that this time it favors him moving forward.
Yes, sir. That's what we are talking about because, these new boys now, the new spirit,
yes,
they didn't even believe that Osimhen was not there and most of the big names were not there.
Sure.
That team spirit is what we are talking about.
Well,
so God is going to carry them on with the new spirit.
All right, I agree with you, especially when we're talking about transition plan. Today is Osimhen, tomorrow Osimhen might not be there. So who are we grooming up to be able to bring on board so that once Osimhen is fading out, we'll say, oh, this person is a perfect replacement, if not better than what Osimhen can do. So I think I want to appreciate you for joining us on Capital Sports.
God bless you, sir.
All right, you're welcome. All right, Geoffrey there, making his point and also sharing his sentiments that will definitely defeat the Russian team after, coming to talk too much, as we always say, they make mouth. So, but let's hope that our boys will rise to the occasion and be able to make us proud. Yes, it's an international friendly, but like we say, the bragging right will always be there to say, we won, we beat you, so and so time. Records will be there, definitely. All right, the phone line to call is still on the screen, and Geoffrey, our first caller, we're looking forward to also you joining us on the program. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, what's your name and where you're calling us from, please?
Thank you. My name is Bali. I'm calling from Guaipa.
Can you move a little bit away from your TV set so that we can hear you very clearly?
Okay, I'm doing that.
All right, what do you want to tell us? I hope you are not a Man U fan.
Unfortunately, I am.
Because by their voices, you shall know them. All right, what do you want to tell us?
Well, I want to congratulate the Super Eagles. Recently, they just won the Unity Cup against Ghana, younger brothers. I'm really happy that we really won it against them, considering the fact that they organized the cup. So I'm really happy and I'm really proud. Let's just keep keeping them in their place as our younger brothers, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, well, you call them your younger brothers. Don't forget, they also have a record on you. They stopped you from going from, the World Cup the other time, and a couple of times we've met with them at different levels of, competition. Yes, we've had our own pound of flesh. They've also taken theirs. So I don't think they'll agree with the fact that they are your younger brothers. Well, I
agree they are younger brothers. Most probably they will go to the next World Cup, but they will not win. That's the honest truth. And they have a good chance of winning the AFCON, and they will be there. So if you look at it critically or holistically, they are still our younger brothers. So I'm really proud.
All right, that is your view for calling us, and I want to say we thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's another view, and he's sharing his sentiment about Nigeria having the upper hand, and we just saw how we, defeated them at the Unity Cup, and that I think gave us that opportunity to go win the cup after defeating Jamaica 5-1 penalty. You can still call us and be part of the program. It is still Capital Sports. And while we await your calls, we also want to briefly talk about the gateway games. Yes, athletes went, they saw the conquer. Yes, athletes representing their respective states. Yes, we saw the preparation. We saw, sorry, let me pick this call. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling us from, please.
My name is Abdul Shakur. I'm calling from Airport Road, Abuja.
Abdul Shakur, that's a beautiful name. Okay, what do you have to tell us, Abdul Shakur?
I want to win the Super Eagles, good luck, and I hope Osina will score goal for me.
Oh, you want to see me to score goal for you?
Yes, sir.
Are you a footballer, Abdul Shakur?
Yes, sir.
What wing do you play?
I play number 7, sir.
Okay, let me do one free this thing. If you win, let me ask you a question. How many goals did Osimhen score this season that just finished? Oh, Abdul, so sorry if you can call us, but I wanted to just do Arafat Day, gift for you. You can still call us back, and if that actually is your luck, you get it. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, your name and where you're calling us from, please.
My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay, Manu, can you move away from your TV set, please?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, very loud and clear now. What do you have to tell us, please, quickly?
Okay, I don't want to talk about this Nigeria match that they played against Jamaica. They really played well.
You are still close to your TV set. You are still close to your TV set, please.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, yeah, it's better now. It's better now.
Okay, the way the Super Eagles are playing now,
Yes.
see there's a lot of progress going on in that team.
Okay.
The togetherness is there, the way they play the ball, at least that means the coach is really trying. Even without the Lukman or Osimhen, they really played well, so at least I'm happy.
Emmanuel, do you know what?
Yeah?
This is how every Nigerian will wish our Super Eagles always play. I think if you remember in the early 90s, 2000, this is how we were growing up watching them play, and the love of our country, the love of our the Super Eagles came to our heart. But along the line, such kind of blend and play was missing, and before you know, we begin to say today we are with them, tomorrow we are not with them. I think it's the wish of every Nigerian that the Super Eagles play very well and play the way they play. And you see, at the end of the day, they won the cup. That is what every simple football enthusiast in Nigeria is asking for. It's not asking for too much. I want to agree with you. I want to agree with you.
I think we played this game like this. Even this AFCON we lost to Africa because we wouldn't have lost that AFCON.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
At some point, I didn't stop watching Nigerian match. Seriously, I stopped watching Nigerian matches at some point because of the way they play.
Yes.
You watch your country, you get angry. But when you watch other countries, you be happy. So, but since this man came in, I'm excited watching the game.
Okay.
And they play well. The way the game is moving, you know that they're ready.
There is more hunger for winning. There is more hunger for competition to win your place, because if you don't play well, the next person might take your space. I think that is how it should be, and that is how it has always been.
Yes, that's it. That's what they are doing right now.
All right.
I was so happy, seriously.
All right. We'll continue to be happy by the grace of God, because we'll be seeing more of the Super Eagles. Beautiful.
Pray so, sir.
All right. Thank you for joining us on the program.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, Emmanuel there also telling us how he felt Nigeria winning the Unity Cup in faraway England there, I think, which I think was good for all of us to be happy over. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, your name and where you're calling us from, please.
My name is Yusuf. I'm calling from Gudu, Abuja.
All right, Yusuf from Gudu. All right, what's happening around Gudu? Plenty rams around that place for the Salah.
Yeah.
All right, quickly, please. We don't have much time. What do you have to tell us on the program?
Yeah, what we have to last Nigeria game. They really play well. They have improved a lot. And our new coach is doing a great job.
Okay.
Doing great job. So I like how the team plays together as a team. No big man. So
right. We wish you Barka de Salah, ahead.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Yusuf there, being our last caller on the program, we want to appreciate all of you. More calls are coming, but unfortunately, my director is saying that we have to go for other programs so that we don't eat into their time. But next week, same time, same station, will be another opportunity when we come with other stories and probably the results of the match or matches that we're anticipating will be played between now and that next week. We want to appreciate you. The Gateway Games have come and gone, and Delta again have won it. This time around, I think the greatest upset for me is Ogun State finishing second ahead of even a team like Bayelsa, Rivers, and our own FCT finish 8. I think is a good one. We congratulate you. Let's do it better in the next outing. On that note, I want to say thank you to my super director Inalegu and Musa combining to give us the best, and also the cameraman here who has supported us. Thank you for watching. I remain Abdullah Hajia. Bye for now.